Hey everyone, welcome to this month's question of the month. I'm David Keil. I'm answering your questions as always. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button over there. Or if you've got a question you want me to answer, maybe you get inspired by the question and answer here, or you want to reframe it into something that's happened with you or for you, by all means, go to yoganatomy.com/my question. So this month's question comes from Monica. My question is about headstand. Salamba, Sirsasana, and tripod. Should I tuck my chin in, and how would I know if I maintain a healthy cervical curve during headstand? This question came up when I couldn't see whether my legs were parallel to the floor in the pike position. My teacher suggested me to tuck my chin in so that I have a visual. In that way, I felt my back neck is lengthening, but worry it would be too straight. Looking forward to hearing from you. From Monica. Interesting. I mean, my initial thought on this, if a student asked me this and I was in the room with them, instead of having them change their neck position, because I'm just going to assume if you're doing that and you're doing, half headstand or pike position, you've been doing headstand for a while, you have a reasonable amount of strength. I probably wouldn't change your head position because it's probably in a good position for you. What I would do is have you lower your legs, and then I would provide you with the feedback of where parallel to the floor is. I would give you that. And then you could take that into your body and maybe readjust, your body in some other way rather than having to tuck your head and look to where your feet are. And then even if you did tuck your head, I'm not sure, maybe you could see your feet, but I'm not sure that would tell you that it's parallel to the floor or not. So I'm not quite sure, not to beat up on your teacher or whatever. It is an approach. I would probably just provide you with the feedback. I'll also point out what most people miss in the pike is a stronger back bend. Not a full back bend, of course, but in other words, the pelvis has to tuck more this way as the legs come down to counterbalance the weight around the center line of more or less where your head is touching the floor. So in other words, if your feet are going that way, something has to go that way to balance it out. So most people hold back. They hold back from taking their legs all the way down because they feel like they're going to fall potentially. So at that point, if this were your butt and your hips, as your feet go down, your pelvis goes that way a little bit. Let a little more arch come into your spine than you would when you're normally in your headstand. That's probably going to help you find parallel faster, quicker. And again, try to use somebody's outside feedback or videotape yourself doing the posture so you can get a sense of what that feels like, what that looks like. Okay? All right. I hope that helped a little bit, Monica. Anyone else? You got a question? You know what to do. yoganatomy.com/my question.